Yes. So cloud computing is like on-demand delivery of IT services and resources.
Sharing is not useful, sir. Please.
Yeah, I'm not sharing it. I just wanted to recap what we have done so far.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Cloud computing is like an on-demand delivery of IT resources and services such as servers, storage, databases, software, and AI over the internet, which is everything is in the cloud. Instead of owning the servers and maintaining the physical infrastructure, we get the services from the with respect to various resources and services, which is called cloud computing. We also see about Salesforce introduction, how Salesforce is like better than other CRMs. We have current market, like there are a lot of other CRMs which we have, but Salesforce is like better than other CRMs, right? So can anyone tell me like what do you mean and how it is different from other CRMs? Anyone?
Update.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So Salesforce CRM is better than other CRM services because there are like various factors that we have. So in the Salesforce ecosystem standpoint, there are 10,000 plus App Exchange apps are hosted in server, in cloud server, where you are able to access those servers in applications at any point in time based upon your functionality and based upon your business needs. And as someone mentioned just now, that the releases, Salesforce is giving the releases every year, 3 times in a year, where they'll be upgrading the functionality with respect to the existing functionality versus the patches upgrading with the functionality and UI and the technology trends that's being updated every year, 3 times in a year. These two are the major difference between other CRM versus Salesforce CRM. But uh, other than this, right, we have AI and data cloud advantage, the real-time insights and the data cloud 360, which is like more far better than Salesforce, other CRMs, which Salesforce offers. All right. So why Salesforce leads the current market? Anyone?
It was global across the industries.
Yes, it was global across the industry and also a number one CRM for the 10 plus consecutive years. The IDC ranking was given, International Data Corporation. And it has been trusted by the enterprise across the industries. And there are like, we have, as mentioned, like App Exchange is one of the server, and where, uh, you know, all the applications which were built by any organization that we can store it in App Exchange. For example, if you are running a company, if you started one of the company, you are building one of the product with respect to the various industries. It might be any industry, right? So you are building that product, and then you are thinking the end user perspective and design that functionality and now that product is ready to use by some other companies. Let's say HR management application, HR management application, right? Management system. So in HRMS system, right, what is the process generally people will do? What is the current industry like HRMS people will do, right? You have an idea where you're going to implement that, right? So the implementation would be, first it will start with the candidature process, where HR will take the candidate resumes, and then a screening process will be done. What is his experience and other details like how much technical expertise that he has and all those stuff. Once the screening is done, then the next phase is interview process. The interview process will have a lot of other factors, right? It might be like 3 rounds of interview, 2 rounds of interview, technical plus managerial, technical plus functional, and all those stuff. Once the interview process is done, then what will happen? A candidate will be onboarded to the company. This is also one of the stage, one of the module process that you're going to think about it for industry perspective, right? Once that is done, once onboarding is done, will that be completed? HRMS is done? No, not yet. Once the onboarding is done, then timekeeping management. Every day, if a particular employee is logging into the system, login and log out will be recorded in the timekeeping system. Timesheet entries. That is one of the module. And then, which is done already. What is the other functionalities that we have in HRMS system, right? We can think about those. So likewise, if we have any real-time scenarios, if you have any like real-time ideas, what companies will do is will build the application like this with respect to the various modules, various stages of particular application. Once that application is prepared, built in Salesforce ecosystem, then we will be hosting this in App Exchange. I will give you all the details with respect to what do you mean by App Exchange, why do we do it, and all the stuff we will give later. But for now, you understand that App Exchange is a hub where we will keep all the developed product will be hosted into App Exchange. And this App Exchange is handled by Salesforce. So what is going to happen? We are going to host that in App Exchange. Then how we are getting the revenue, right? We do not know as an end user, right? We started a startup company and we built the product and we hosted that in App Exchange. But how are the revenue is getting generated? Will Salesforce give this product to someone else, or we have to do our own strategies to get the customer or get the revenue? That will be depends on various factors. Once we place this build product in the App Exchange, App Exchange is accessible for everywhere. Multinational organizations, multinational companies can access the App Exchange. If anyone is trying to look after the functionality similar to what you have built in that product, then that organizations will go to the App Exchange, contact that App Exchange, right? And then once they feel that they are interested on that particular product, then they'll contact us. We'll give all the contact details there. And then we will keep particular price for this product to use the services. So what will happen is a particular customer, a company customer is interested on our product, then we will be setting up a particular price per license per use. It's our own because it's your product. We can keep it our own. Let's say if you are keeping the price compared to, if you are keeping the price less than the market price, then many people will be interested. Hence, your revenue will be generated with respect to this product. Not only the revenue is just one-time revenue, it is also an incremental revenue. How the incremental revenue is going to happen? You have taken this product and people are using that product. They'll also ask some enhancements as well, changes as well on that product. If anyone is asking the changes on particular product, then he is become your client. So you own the project. That is called a project actually, right? If you say, if you're working for a particular company on a particular project, and then we say that, he's a client. How are we saying that he's a client? He's ready to use your application, and he's ready to make an agreement with you to do the changes in your product as per their business needs. So you'll get the two types of revenue here. One is the product that you build, the base price, plus the changes that you're going to do it is another price. Both combinedly, the revenue will be increased. This is one side of it. A product based. What we call it as, product based company. What do you mean by product based company? This is what it is. We say that, oh, this is a product based company. Oh, this is a service based company. How are we saying this? So product based company means like this. Now another side of it, service based company. If anyone see that, a company has a potential and worth with Salesforce experts to build various enterprise applications, then companies will reach out to us, or through the sales, through the marketing, we will get the leads. And then based upon their requirement, you will build the application from scratch, which is service based application. And you will get the revenue in that as well. You do not need to own the product. You're giving the services to the customer in the form of the business, what they are holding for. All right. So just wanted to give you background how the Salesforce will work with respect to the revenue generation. And yeah, so we also learned about yesterday Salesforce platform programming. These are all product development. These are all services development that we are doing for the particular company, right? How they are building with these key components. We call it as Salesforce admin, Salesforce developer, Salesforce admin and Salesforce development. Salesforce admin means point and clicks. There is no code is involved, but you'll be trying to use your automations to serve your business in various ways. All the automations, there are like various automations out there that we can look after later point in time. But automations are there in a perspective of admin, and the developer, in the development point of view, we use called Apex programming and LWC and API and integrations and Lightning UI. These all comes under Salesforce development. We'll give all various different topics when we will start with each of the individuals with respect to Salesforce fundamentals and all those stuff. But yeah, this is like overall picture of what we use, right? No code versus code. No code, a Salesforce system admin will not use the code, but all the drag and drop functionality will be used. The combination of this declarative and the programmatic called as Salesforce platform. An admin can also be a developer. A developer can also use the admin. Meaning is, if you're admin, Salesforce admin, right? You will be working on all the automation related stuff, but do not write the code. But whereas developer will do both. He will use the declarative approach, no code, and also he'll write the code. Two types of roles are there. And other than this, there is also one more role called BA, business analyst. If you know all these concepts, then you can just guide the admin and the developers to take it forward. So Salesforce has these kind of opportunities, and we can go in a different paths where in a functional path and technical path. Technical path, if you go it, then you start with developer, senior developer, and then architect, technical architect, senior technical architect, and so on and so forth. Technical leader and all those roles based upon your experience and expertise that you are holding in the company. All right, so moving forward, Salesforce platform layers. So to do this all the development, to do all this product development, service development, what are the things that the Salesforce is looking after versus what are the layers of Salesforce platform to work on this product and the services, right? There are 4 layers we have: data layer, logic layer, UI layer, and integration layer, and AI layer. All will have, with respect to each significance and each role, will take this product more efficient. Because if any product is there, a customer, a client will look after how your Salesforce UI is there, how the look and feel for the particular page that is looking on, right? And then how the data is being stored, and what are the logics that you are performing. When a particular person entering the form, then you'll be entering some, let's say your mobile number is a 10 digits. If you're not entering 10 digits, if the system is taking as is with the 2 numbers, then it is invalid data, right? You have to write some logic saying these 10 digits of data should be there in the system to proceed further. When you click on save on that particular form, then we will write a logic saying like 10-digit mobile number is required. That way, all the logic will go in there. And as mentioned, UI perspective, you will have like various fields, like a text field, like checkboxes, pick list values, and all those stuff will go into UI. If you want to show some images, yeah, you have to show that images as well. Suppose, let's say you are filling the form for a particular company, you will be seeing the logo at the right side. And in the bottom, you will see some background images. Candidature that you're filling, for example. In the candidature, it will show you the company related information. That's where the UI will work. An integration layer. An integration, if you're working with external systems, then integration layer will work. There are various integrations that we can see based upon a specific business need that we need to work on. And the last one is AI layer. AI layer is like nowadays AI is artificial intelligence, which is in trend, where the system should find out automatically a particular criteria that you give, then it will give you the result from there. If I want to say that I wanted to find out from my system that, a customer, a client, which is paying more than $5,000 per month, can you give me the data? If you ask AI, then it will give you. So in Salesforce, you need to configure the Einstein copilots and the agent to get this information from there. It will fetch from lot of records, which will use large language models, LLMs, and search throughout the entire database and then give you the results. Like however the chat GPT is working right now. The same way we have to configure those agents in Salesforce platform to get use of a specific criteria. If you give the input to that, then it will give you the results. That input has to be configured and there is no code is involved in that as well. All right. So moving forward, we learned about Salesforce platform, which will be the combination of your AI, data, and CRM. Customer relationship management, CRM, Salesforce CRM, which will have lot of the products, the core products, what the Salesforce offers, with low code and automations are already there, integrating with multiple applications. The meaning is Salesforce has their own functionality, as I was just discussing about it, right? If you have an idea to build a particular product and keep in App Exchange, the same way there are some core clouds what Salesforce offers, core functionality that Salesforce offers. We call that as Salesforce standard behavior, Salesforce standard functionality. If a particular functionality that is not suiting or not meeting the requirement with respect to the business for any client, then we enhance or we customize that functionality to meet the business requirement is called custom functionality. Standard functionality, we call it as out of box, OOTB functionality, out of box, standard functionality. Custom functionality, the functionality, the automations, the code that we write comes under custom functionality. We call it as custom functionality. But these are all the code and the components that you build is stored under the Salesforce platform. Salesforce.com is different and Salesforce platform is different. Different in the sense, technically it is different, but in a functional way, both are same. How technically they are different? Salesforce platform is a platform where it will store all of your code base, metadata, components, the development, automations, everything that will store in Salesforce platform. And in Salesforce.com, what will happen? It is an applications. Salesforce.com will store an applications. In UI, we will not see the differences between these two there, but in a backend, how they are, performing, how they are executing is in this way. All the code will go into Salesforce platform. Everything what we build is under there only. Previously, we call this as Force.com platform. Force.com platform. But nowadays we are calling this as Salesforce platform. Clear? And Salesforce.com, right? Salesforce.com will have the applications built by the Salesforce and the application built by any custom development as a developer or a system admins that they are building upon. Everything will be stored in together, which will show as apps, various applications, apps. We can do the easy customizations, and we can also create a new applications, or you can also enhance the existing applications as well. Both are allowed. So these CRM offers, right? These CRM apps, these Salesforce.com CRM applications work as a software as a service model where you can accessible from anywhere and anytime via mobile, via web, via tablet, and from any devices. As mentioned, it is also connecting with your Einstein Copilot AI for various automations. All right. So as mentioned, like Salesforce platform will be used for development where you can build your own custom applications, and you can also build your enhance the standard functionality and standard applications as well what was built in Salesforce. Other than that, what else can be done, right? What are the capabilities Salesforce has? These are the ones. You can do the app development, the apps. You can create an apps with various the technology frameworks, call it as lightning framework. And we were having like automations where you can use lightning flows is nowadays in trend with Einstein AI actions. That is going to be. And we have the data management, how the data is going to be managed. All of your data that you are trying to enter in Salesforce will be stored in various formats that is called standard and custom objects that we will discuss tomorrow. But yeah, what do you mean by data management? That will manage standard and custom objects, and everything that what you enter will be stored into various formats. And we have an integration layer where it will connect the systems with respect to various APIs. We can also use some middle layers as well. We can use some SAP system. You can use MuleSoft system. You can use enterprise, any other applications, any legacy applications that you wanted to integrate with, right? Everything will can be done using the Salesforce platform. And as I mentioned, extensibility. This can expand the functionality. Salesforce can expand the functionality via App Exchange, which is right now more than 10,000 plus applications are there. And you can keep on building your own application and then host it in App Exchange. So in Salesforce.com, right, what are the core functionalities what the Salesforce has? Core functionalities means there is some functionality, there are some pages, there are some existing standard functionality. What Salesforce is offering to the customer already is core functionalities. How these are going to be working with, right? Every company should have a sales, and sales will have some modules, some functionalities that we have. and then services, and we have a marketing, we have partnership with the multiple customers and multiple clients, and you wanted to search with some content based applications, or you can use Google Apps, and everything that you build as as a custom functionality, as a custom product, can be kept under App Exchange, which is online marketplace. Salesforce designed online marketplace. We'll see all these details in future, but understand how the salesforce.com will have some core functionalities and connected with various modules that Salesforce is already offering and can be extended with respect to our own customized functionality for each module. Okay, how this Salesforce basically helping customers in nowadays real market. Salesforce will maintain their own database, as I mentioned. So data and everything that will be stored in Salesforce itself. A particular company or organization who do not need to store any servers, who do not need to buy any servers, because the database is already designed in Salesforce itself. That will maintain. And web services API. Web services API means it is like an integration. It's also an extensibility to connect Salesforce with some other applications, some other systems. The web services can be any type, whether it may be a payment integration, whether it may be a finance related integration, whether it may be the content related integration, or website integration, or any application integration, and so on and so forth. If you are building one application and you want to connect with Salesforce because you wanted to see the unified format in Salesforce where all the other application data to be shown in the Salesforce, right? That way we can use web services API. Workflow engine. Workflow engine means we have the various flows, lightning flows in the system in Salesforce, right? That you can connect with respect to various automations. Suppose let's say as soon as whenever the particular record is created, I want to send out an email. How it can be done? An automation, right? Or every day whenever the 12 a.m. reached, I want to send out an email to a particular customer saying like, hey, this is due right now. You need to take an action on this. A reminder emails, an automation emails, all those stuff that can be done in the workflow engine. Forms, pages, and layout editor. This is also already Salesforce standard functionality is there where you can go and fill your any form. You do not need to build a complete form to make it available. There are already a standard functionalities are available. You just need to create what the fields are required with respect to drag and drop. You want pick list? Okay, create a pick list. You want a text field? Go ahead and create a text field and then make that form. Where you want to align those fields, that can be done in the forms. Each form, there is no limit for the number of forms that needs to be created. But for one object, one form that you are creating as standard functionality, which is not meeting your criteria, then you need to go and change it. Create a new fields and hide it, and criteria for the business will be matching with respect to that forms. Each business functionality has their own way of filling the forms. If finance related forms are there, finance related industry is there, where you will be filling all the finance related information will be there in that. If your healthcare related is there, then you're filling healthcare related information there, like patient information, doctor information, how the patient and doctor is connected, what is your diagnosis, how the diagnosis comments are being stored. So those kind of things. So everything that will be built in the forms and page layout editor. Page layout will be our own way. You can drag wherever you need, you can drop wherever you want. And these all will be supportive by any device. It's a multi-device connectivity. You can log in from web, you can log in from laptop, you can log in from mobile, you can log in from tablet, and so on and so forth. It will support all your devices. And the layout will be aligned as per your device. That will also be compatible. Whereas if you see in any of the old applications, which will not be supportive with respective to that formats and the UI, that everything you can see it in the multi-device. And end user administration. End user administration, if any user wants to fill some form on behalf of you, a sales user is going to the system and then fill the form, right? That will also be done from there as well. So Salesforce.com is your combination of your force.com platform and the application, which is CRM application. So in overall, Salesforce.com is AI, data, and CRM applications. Combinedly, we call it as Salesforce.com. Okay, we'll talk about something new, which is CRM lifecycle management. What do you mean by the CRM lifecycle management? So we are building this application, we are serving the customers in a various way, but there is some lifecycle management is there, right? It's an end-to-end process of managing your interactions from start to end. Managing your customer interaction from start to end using this Salesforce technology. Using this technology, data and automation is called CRM lifecycle management. What are we going to do with this process in the CRM lifecycle management, right? We start from the customer and we end up from the generating the revenue. The goal for every company to generate the revenue, to increase the sales, right? That's where a CRM lifecycle management come into picture. We call it as CRM lifecycle management. So the goal is for the CRM lifecycle management phases are acquire, attract, engage, convert, serve, retain, loyalty, and repeat. We'll go one by one, right? Let's say we build a product that we were discussing, that we were thinking to host in App Exchange. But however, people should know about your product, right? Because you need to sell that product. Maybe not only thinking about software application, think about any physical product that you build. Maybe think about you came up with a new laptop with respect to various models and the design and everything that you build out, right? A new product is launched in the market. What are the people will do at a starting point? Anyone? Any new product is launched, What is the company goal to start with?
To promote only. They will market the
Exactly.
product.
Yes. They'll market the product. They'll do some campaigns. Campaigns are in a various formats. Sending out an email, sending out the messages, calling over the phone, keeping stalls in a various places, and promoting in a various ads that this product is there. That will come under attract life cycle phase. If customer is attracted towards your product to buy, right, then what he'll be doing it, he'll be interested to buy on particular product. So you are engaging that particular customer to take it forward by giving more details of your product to be sold. Once your customer, you got the customer, and then you need to convert that customer into you need to convert that particular individual. We initially we call that as a lead, and when that lead individual is interested to buy on your product, then it will convert to customer. Suppose, let's say, a stall is placed in a particular place where you are walking around the road, and then you saw that stall, and there are some things happening, like so many crowd is there, and people are like watching there, and people are like describing about the product and something offers, discounts and all. So you'll go and see that product first. What is happening here? There are a lot of many people are like going from the road away here. You'll go and see and find out that oh, okay, this is they are doing the marketing on this particular product. Oh, I think that a new product is launched here. You'll go and find out those details. While finding the details, the stall organizer will take your details, basic details. Those basic details they will take and write it in their notes. Those notes will be entered into Salesforce. In Salesforce perspective, we call that as account. Account with type of called prospect. Means an individual is ready to, he's just exploring about your product. He's not become a customer yet, but you're still engaging with them by taking your contact details. In the Salesforce point of view, these are all like starting from marketing till to the end of the selling of the product will be stored and called as sales cloud process, sales process. And in the sales process, everything will be taken into consideration with this process, and Salesforce is giving a core functionality called sales cloud. How that is going to work, right? So you went to the stall, you have given your details, stall organizer capture your details, and then he'll go to Salesforce and enter the data into the account table. We call it as accounts. It is your information, your first name, last name, your phone number, your email ID, and so on and so forth. A basic information will be added into Salesforce under the account. Along with the basic information, your contact information is also there, right? Email ID and phone number and everything that will go into the contact. That will go into the contact. So account in Salesforce language, we call it as account and contact. Okay, come to the real-time process now. The stall organizer took your details and then you went away from that place. You have seen it, you got some details. You have given your contact details because you want to see more on that. Maybe might be interested in future as well, right? Then what will happen is these people, campaign people, will be calling and giving all the details to you or sharing the details over the email. That we call in Salesforce as marketing. In Salesforce terminology, we call it as marketing. All this marketing related functionality will be stored in marketing cloud. All the sales related functionality will be covered in sales cloud. So during the marketing cloud, in the marketing cloud, during the marketing, they will enter all the campaigns, what type of campaigns they are doing for that particular product. The campaign might be a phone call, email, ad, keeping a stall in a particular location, so on and so forth. These all are your campaigns. So in Salesforce, we'll store those as campaigns. And from this, once that campaigns are stored, and from there, the emails will be sent to the accounts. To the accounts. What do you mean by accounts? The people who are interested or want to know more details about the product, right? Those people's are account that we stored. So the campaigns, from the campaigns, they'll send out the emails to the accounts to follow up and give them more details about it, the discounts and all those stuff. Once a customer is in, once a particular individual is interested, then it will move to the product will be sold. The customer is like the individual is converted as a customer. If an individual is converted as a customer, then we do in Salesforce is lead conversion process. There is something called lead conversion process. Initially, an individual is taking the details of about the product and given his own personal details to take it forward, which is called lead. So in Salesforce, they'll store it as lead. And from lead to customer, it will be converted. This is called lead conversion process. We'll see all other details later, but yeah, high level, you understand how it is happening in real time, right? In real time business, and then how it will be converted into technical. All thing is you need to understand is how real time, then versus how it is going to be added in technical. If you understand these two, you will succeed everywhere. All right. So once the customer is converted from lead, then you already had a product. Now you brought the product, right? But after the product is bought, you might feel some issues with that product. They'll be giving you 1 year warranty, 2 years warranty, 3 years warranty they're giving. So what does that mean? They are going to serve you. They are going to give you the service for that particular product. And that is life cycle phase is called service. And from service, product owners and the product manufacturers will give you the complete service to that particular product. And once the services are done, right, a customer is happy with those, then he'll be ready to buy another product with your company as well, which is retaining process. If customer is always taking from particular product from your company, then he became a loyalty customer. For them, For the loyalty customers, you're going to give you the 10% off, 20% off discount, right? So this is also another phase of life cycle. Once he became a loyalty customer, this process will repeat to for other individuals as well, to make and to grow your business that way. We'll take another example here. A scenario, you have opened a travel company, right? You have a travel company that is using the Salesforce to manage this complete end-to-end CRM lifecycle. So as a first step, what we do? Attract. So in Salesforce, we call it as Marketing Cloud. So Marketing Cloud will run all your personalized travel campaigns with respect to the various format that we were discussing over the phone call, email, ad, stall, everywhere that you do. Attracting the customer through the Marketing Cloud. And then engage. Once a particular individual is ready and you want more details on that, he'll be engaged. So in Salesforce, we call it as lead. In Salesforce, we call it as lead. And that will flow into Sales Cloud. The Sales Cloud will have an account and the contact. And we'll have an opportunity as well. That opportunity we call as when when an individual became a customer, then we will create an opportunity. So through the lead conversion process, whenever the lead is converted, an account, a contact, and opportunity will be created. As I mentioned, account and contact account is your basic details, contact your contact details, and opportunity means you won the deal of that customer. That opportunity will have. What do you mean by opportunity actually? Can anyone answer on this? If you know, what do you mean by opportunity? Okay. So in Salesforce terminology, we call opportunity means an amount. Opportunity is always an amount, a deal that you have won from that customer where you got $100 revenue, $200 revenue for that, right? So opportunity is always with the deals with the particular amount, because that opportunity will have the product sold information, the product sold information. If you take 10 products, 10 and $5 for each, then it will become $50 an opportunity amount that way. So once the leads are converted from the website or anywhere from the stall, and then it will be recorded into Sales Cloud. And then once you become a customer, an opportunity record is created in Salesforce where you can see an opportunity amount. As a company, you wanted to see how much revenue was generated from the last 1 year or last 6 months. Then you'll go to the opportunity and then run a report. And it will show you what is an opportunity amount that you won the deal from the last 6 months. If any decrease in sales, by that way, you can understand why the sale is decreased, what went wrong. And then you will apply new strategies to attract the customer, rectify the issues, and move forward. That's where the opportunities will be used in Sales Cloud. Once these all are converted, right? As I mentioned, you're going to provide the services to the customer that will comes under Service Cloud. So in this example, a travel company is sending an emails at the campaign to that particular individual to book a tickets, to book any, the packages, right? That will all be done during the stage of this, where that individual become a customer to this travel company, and you will get a percentage of amount return based upon number of customers that are used with this travel company. Once those are converted, as we are serving that to customer, right? If any help is needed and all those stuff, we can use AI, artificial intelligence, with bookings and refunds. If we cancel the travel the plan, and if we cancel something, the plans or the schedules and all those stuff, right? Rescheduling and all that can also be done using the Service Cloud chatbots. Service Cloud chatbots means, like, we can create an agent in Service Cloud using the Einstein Copilot and configure those details, which will automatically take care of your information. The service that you're looking for will be taken care there. Once the bookings are done, then retain cycle, right? Retain phase. What do you mean by retain phase? What will do, you have, like, let's say you planned for a trip, and then you went to the travel company and you have booked the tickets. Either they reached out to you or you reached out to them, and it is done. And then you became a customer for them. You paid an amount to that particular travel company, and now it is their duty, the company duty, where they need to send a feedback survey to you. Generally we get it right in real time, you know can you give your feedback on this? Then we'll give 5-star rating, 4-star rating and all this. How do we give it? We feel that services are good, then we'll give 5-star rate services, right? These all are sent by a lightning flow in Salesforce. Lightning flow automations. Automatically, as soon as the trip is ended, we will send out an automation. This is another part of phase of life cycle. Now the last phase of life cycle is loyalty. With respect to this travel company, if you are a very frequent flyers and you wanted to reward through the loyalty management, right? You want to reward it basically, right? Since you are a loyalty customer, you frequently fly, then I wanted to give you 20% discount on the next booking that you're doing. That 20% booking, how you are going to achieve that, right? The functionality in Salesforce perspective, how you send out, how the user will go and navigate and see that promo codes and 10%, 20% off, right? That will everything handled in Experience Cloud portal. We call it as Experience Cloud. These all are standard functionalities that Salesforce already given, that we were talking about: Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and Experience Cloud. Each part of this life cycle is process is different in Salesforce, but all are work together in a unified user interface and unified customer experience will be taken into consideration. So if you can see the graphically, this is a CRM lifecycle management. You acquire them first and then do some growth and retain and growth and extend the client and then grow and move forward. It's a cyclic process a company will follow. They cannot stop with one customer. That it will be a continuous process for them to move forward. So if you can see this diagram, this is the Salesforce CRM functionality. We were talking about customer relationship management, right? All this processes comes under customer relationship management. So if you can see one by one here that we were described earlier, marketing administration. So a particular product is ready, then you'll start with the campaign, marketing administration, and then a sales will happen, marketing sales will happen, and that will be called as lead in Salesforce. And using the Salesforce automation, a lead will be converted into account, contact, and opportunities that you can see in this third diagram, third box. And once this converted and a particular individual is become a customer, then it is become a customer acquisition. We call it as customer acquisition. So you won the deal, your sales are done, right? As part of an opportunity that was created. Once that customer, you became a customer, then we need to provide the services and support, right? So that is comes under cases. So we call in service cloud, in Salesforce, we call it as a service cloud, and we use all the customer issues, customer problems, customer, however we are serving, right? That we call it as cases. If you see in general real world, right? You have an issue with a particular product, then you'll call to the customer care and saying, I'm doing this, but I am not able to do it. How can you assist on this, right? What they'll do, they'll take your details, they'll fetch your details and check it out and see if any issue is there on that particular one, right? If any issue still exist, they'll create a ticket. They'll create a support ticket, and the ticket number will be sent to you over the mobile and email, right? So in Salesforce, we call this as a case. Case will be created in Salesforce. And how that case will be handled, a particular person, it will be assigned to someone who will be looking after. And then after 2 days, you did not the issue was not resolved for you, right? And when you say that case number, then we'll say, okay, this person is handling. Then the call will be transferred to that person, and then that person will come into online and say, yeah, I have seen this one. This is what it is, and this is a resolution for that. That is comes under case management. That we'll see it in detail in future, but it's all go into service cloud. How the case is being handled, how the case is assigned with the various priority. Some priority tickets are there, from priority cases are there, like very urgent issues that you had, right? Let's say you're doing the credit card payment, it is not happening, it's an urgent for you. You'll call to the credit card customer care, and they'll take your request, and they'll look after what went wrong, where it is disable online transaction, offline transaction, domestic transactions, all those stuff, right? Everything that will be taken care of. That will be a highest priority cases. So Salesforce CRM major core functionalities will roam around marketing, sales, service, and experience cloud. Yeah, that's all for today. If you have any questions, we can take it up now. Anyone has any questions?
Anyone have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, we'll continue from tomorrow. Okay.
Provide any document for this one for interview purpose and all running those kind of thing.
The interview purpose, yes. Once training is done, and we'll be providing the interview tips, and also each document material will be given to you for the technical perspective and the interview perspective in both ways.
No. After completion of the class, if you want to go through like practice and all, like any
Okay.
kind of document, practice document, will you provide?
Yes, sir.
What's
Yeah.
today's document is? Sorry, come again.
Sorry, actually, after end of the class, recording will be provided and also the required material will be provided to you to revise and to learn.
Mhm. Okay, great. Yeah.
Yes. Not only that, we'll also give some extra material that you might have already communicated from the
Mm.
management with respect to the Salesforce perspective in technical and practice.
Enter the course. So what is the duration for the administration part and the rest of like into development, which includes LWC and AI?
The complete duration of the course is 2 months, which includes Salesforce administration and
Mm.
Salesforce development and Salesforce AI. And the development will have LWCs and the Apex programming and UI design and integration.
Okay, will you cover the integration, right? Or are the
Yes.
integration tools that you will going to explain in this
Yeah,
course?
definitely. All the APIs will be covered, how it will be integrated and all those stuff.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for joining the session. Tomorrow we meet in same time. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
So, right, the recording of today's demo class?
Yes, sir. As yesterday, only today also will forward to your given WhatsApp number. Okay.
Yeah, this is okay, fine.
Fine.
But actually, I did not get the link as well to my WhatsApp. So I have seen in the channel and I have connected just now actually.
Sure, you have registered in Zoom meeting, right? You will receive
Yes, yes,
so don't worry.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you.